There's some hitting going on, offensive and defensive linemen. Who do we see here, Mike?
We got two University of Miami offensive linemen, and that's Linder, the guard, who's got a kind of a tough guy. Doesn't have great movement skills, but teams like him because he's very smart and tough. And next to him, 76, is Seantrell Henderson, who, again, we talked about him a little bit yesterday. A little bit of an enigma. Great ability, wonderful size. As Charles Davis always says, he's the guy you want getting off the bus first. And here, they're going to bad footwork that time by Linder.
And that's Aaron Donald out of Pitts, and the reason we're speaking so well of him, not just the numbers or the awards he won, but 28.5 tackles for loss this past season. Comes here with a lot going for him.
Yeah, he's disruptive, and you could see right there Seantrell Henderson, 6'7", 331 pounds. He's got arms the length of vines. Mike Tice working with him right now. He's got great ability. However, didn't answer the bell often. Only started 7 games as a junior and senior. Had well-documented off-the-field issues, but he's gifted physically, and he stands along with Logan Thomas as the two guys that I think could make the most money this week.
93, Trent Murphy led the nation in sacks at Stanford, and there's always the question of these kind of guys. Is he a defensive end? Is he an outside linebacker? How do you see it right now?
He weighed in at 252, so a lot of the teams are going to say, well, he's not a 4-3 defensive end, but I think he's got the frame to carry 260 to 265 without a problem. So I think he's scheme diverse. I think Trent Murphy can play outside linebacker in a 34, and I think he can play hand in the dirt 4-3. And in today's NFL, Paul, where versatility is so critical, I think he's a guy that teams are really going to like, because in sub situations, he can be up, he can be down, and he's a valuable tool to move all over the field.
Hey, Charles, are you still with us, buddy?
Yeah, I still am.
Hey, Charles, you called a few Stanford games the last couple of seasons.
Yes.
What'd you learn about Trent Murphy?
I learned that he is one of those pieces that you use in games, right? And I know he probably won't like this, but right, in chess, the queen moves all over the board, right? So he is that guy that you take and move all over the place. And that's what Stanford did with him. Just what Mike was talking about. Scheme diverse. You move him here, you move him there. I personally like him better on his feet than I do with his hand on the ground. I thought that his best things came from being out in space, rushing from the two-point stance rather than from the three-point stance. But overall, I think it's exactly what Mike said. You can do what you want with him. And here's one thing about him, guys. Work ethic, want to, you're not going to get a better one. I don't know if you've ever met his dad, but his dad raised this kid to be a warrior. And believe me, he flat out is.
Justin Ellis, a call up from Louisiana Tech at 342 pounds. He weighed 353 a week ago at the East-West, dropped 11 pounds. Got a little Big Ten matchup going on, Paul.
Daquan Jones, is that correct, out of Penn State?
And that center right there is a good football player from Colorado State. That's Weston Richburg. And at 6'4", he's got good length. I heard from several teams he's interviewed extremely well. I think that young man's done a nice job, and he's being coached by a really good offensive line coach there, Mike Tice.
And DJ, when we talked this morning before practice, I asked you what players you're really watching here today. First name, Weston Richburg.
I'm a Weston Richburg guy. I mean, last year it was our center was Brian Schwenke, right? Came out here from Cal, had a great week, and now we're seeing Richburg, what he can do. I thought Schwenke really helped himself, and so far what I've seen of Richburg, I think he's helping himself as well.
DJ and I had an argument about him last night. He said he likes Richburg better than Schwenke, and I'm a Schwenke guy.
And Mike is a Schwenke guy.
He went in the 4th round. He started when he was healthy this year. Tennessee was a better football team, and I like you. I'm a Richburg guy, but I can't get off my guy Schwenke.
Mike is first team all argument every year here in Mobile. Maybe even the captain of the team.
It's intellectual.
And I believe we were going to the Big Ten here, guys.
Yeah, Minnesota, Rashid Hageman, the big defensive tackle, had a very nice day, I thought, in the one-on-ones. There he is working against Mr. Schofield from Michigan. There he is against everybody's new favorite guy, Weston Richburg, who I agree with you guys. I think he's a nice football player from Colorado State. He was a handful for people to handle today.
The nice thing about Hageman is with both his size at 318 pounds and his length at 6'6", a creative defensive coordinator can use him anywhere up and down the line of scrimmage. So you're talking about a true 3-down player. He'll be great in sub packages. You can move him anywhere you need to. And when he gets to the combine, apparently he's going to blow it up.
Yeah, I have no doubt about that. That kind of sounds like the old Alex Karras that you say about Alex Karras, the great defensive tackle for the Lions. He can play the piano. Meaning he can move up and down the line of scrimmage laterally and make plays.